Kevin Ozebek is in the Satellite Center with more on this. Kevin?
Craig and Belkis, it happened just after 7 p.m. The damage here is so bad, police are even keeping us back from the hardest hit area. There's a lot of debris scattered around. Let's take a little bit of a walk down the downtown street. You can see some signs are down. But when you have a crowd this big, you got to make sure everyone stays under control. Now the video and audio evidence in this case is being enhanced, but still, we don't have a clear picture of what exactly happened the night Trayvon Martin died. Craig and Robin, police say a man broke into not one, not two, but 3 businesses. This Subway was one of them, and detectives saying he broke in by breaking through the front door. Now, despite all of his efforts, he still was not able to get his hands on a single dollar.
Cookies are ready.
Sweets and sandwiches are still sold at this Subway on State Road 7, even though every customer walking through the door sees the evidence of a break-in.
I set the alarm every night, and the alarm is going off, so he knows he's got to work fast.
Shelby King has been proudly working at this Subway for nearly 23 years.
Fresh baked cookies is what everybody wants.
That's why she's so disappointed that in the middle of the night, a man used this rock to bust the front door to break in.
He must have been desperate.
When the man broke in, there was still plenty of food inside the Subway, but of course he wasn't after a sandwich. He went straight for the cash register. How much money was in that cash register when he broke in?
None at all.
Yep, it ended up being all for nothing. The burglar got no money. Every night employees empty out the register.
See, we always leave the cash register drawer open, so it's going to be obvious, you know, that there's no money in there.
Hollywood police say the same man also tried and failed at stealing money at 2 other nearby businesses. Soon after he ran out of the Subway, once again empty-handed, police arrested him. Detectives say he's 40-year-old Steven Sylvester. The Subway's owner says new glass will soon be installed on the front door, and when it comes to the jagged rock that was used,
We're probably going to save it for a keepsake.
and that rock will now be used for employees to remember just how important it is they empty out that cash register at the end of every night. When it comes to the man police arrested, he is in jail being held without bond. Reporting live in Hollywood, Kevin Ozebek, 7 News 19. Lynn, the husband and wife you are about to meet can be considered newlyweds. In fact, they just got married last week. But for a few short moments today, they thought their marriage would be pretty short-lived. That's because they say while driving down I-95, they came very close to death.
It came right in. Half of it was sticking out and half of it was in. So it could have cut us in half.
Sandy and Carlton Francis see their Range Rover and are amazed at the highway hazard that flew right at them.
When I got out the car and looked at it, I cried. I cried.
The tears are because he can't believe he and his wife are still alive. While the newlyweds were driving to the courthouse to finish up some paperwork, this 5.5-foot metal pole sliced through their windshield. Did you see it coming?
I saw it for a split second.
The couple was heading south on I-95, approaching Sterling Road, when the car in front of them drove over some debris.
Sent the debris airborne.
Next thing they know, the metal pole went from sitting on the highway to flying in their direction. Sandy was driving. Carlton was in the passenger seat. You know it is coming right towards you.
Definitely.
So what do?
I braced myself. And I just hope for the best.
The pole pierces the center of the windshield, coming close to the newly wedded couple inside.
Whew. My life flashed before my eyes, man.
Did you think you lost him?
Yeah, I did.
The two were covered in glass, but luckily,
Saved my eyesight.
both had on sunglasses that shielded their eyes from tiny shards of the windshield. Sandy calmly coasted the SUV to the side of the highway. Her new husband says she never lost control.
Definitely proud of her. Definitely.
Florida Highway Patrol troopers say they're still not exactly sure where that debris came from or why it was there on I-95. Reporting live over I-95, Kevin Ozebek, 7 News 19. And Belkis and Craig, it looks like right now the medical examiner is getting ready to remove the body of the 2-month-old baby found dead here. That baby was found dead inside of a Kia. And also this afternoon here in Coral Springs, that boy's father was taken into custody.
If you're a parent, it's got to tug at your heartstrings.
Deputies find the stolen Kia sedan. Then inside the car, they find the body of 2-month-old Josiah St. Hill.
It was almost like the baby was carelessly discarded inside the trunk. Total lack of respect for the baby's life.
Also with the Kia, deputies found the dead child's father, 24-year-old Janice St. Hill. Investigators took him into custody. Deputies say the night before, he drove the stolen Kia from North Lauderdale to Port St. Lucie. Also inside the Kia at the time was the 2-month-old son, his mother, and 2 other adults. Deputies say he dropped the son off at some house and then tried to get one of his adult hostages to get money out of an ATM. He ditched the adults, and then deputies found him, his Kia, and his dead child here in Coral Springs. Back out here live as this body is getting ready to be moved to the medical examiner's office. We still do not know the cause of death. When it comes to the boy's father, police say charges against him are still pending. Coral Springs police are telling us that they had intelligence that he has friends in this area, so they were anticipating him bringing that Kia to this area here on Royal Palm Boulevard. Reporting live in Coral Springs, Kevin Ozebek, 7 News.